got something we've been talking to y'all about a lot on our website, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. A lot of debates going on after Shannon Sharpe successfully got bought out from Undisputed. He's no longer with Skip. And we want to know, what's next for Shannon, former Savannah State Tiger turned NFL legend? Is there a possibility that he could have a union with another former D2 HBCU star? Are we calling Stephen A. Smith a star on the college level? He's a star on TV, so we are going to talk about it. I'm, of course, Symone. I've been here for a minute rocking with you guys. But we have Dylan Mathews.
What's going on?
I'm doing good. What's going on with you?
Nothing much, just living a dream.
Okay, I love it. So we are going to talk about, first of all, Dylan,
Yes.
when was the moment that you think that Shannon and Skip were done?
Oh, it had to be when Skip gave a personal insult to Shannon Sharpe when they were debating Tom Brady, and Skip was accusing Shannon of being jealous of Tom Brady and saying that, Tom Brady was way better than him and calling Shannon washed. I mean, that had to be the moment where Skip, you could even see it in his face during that. If you go back and watch the episode, he was like, okay, I'm done. Like, you just saw it on his face that he really just didn't care anymore.
I thought that was just for show. Like, I thought that was like, they make attacks on the shows and, we get under each other's skin sometimes.
Right.
But I didn't know that was that serious, that moment. I thought that was for ratings.
No, I could tell that hit different. You can see when it's antics, and you can see when it's real, and that just seemed real to me because, man took his glasses off talking about Shannon, said, you would make a personal attack just to come at, just to make a point. Like, he did it all. Like, you can tell it was real. Like, you can see on somebody's face when they are genuinely hurt, and he seemed to be genuinely hurt by what Skip was saying in that moment in time. So I think that was the turning point. I think that was the point where, like, you know what, Shannon was just like, I got to remove myself from this situation. I'm going to see what else is out there for me.
So were you surprised when that news came out? I think we all got the push notifications on our phone, ESPN, Yahoo Sports, all the news accounts be hitting you with the bing,
everywhere,
bing, bing, bing,
right.
bing, bing. Were you surprised when you got that notification?
I wasn't. I knew it was only a matter of time. Once that Tom Brady moment happened, I knew it was only a matter of time. Once Skip crossed the line and took that personal attack at Shannon Sharpe, I knew it was only a matter of time before their breakup.
So, Stephen A. Smith personally invited Shannon Sharpe on to First Take. He said, since we're doing impressions.
I can't wait to see this. Go ahead.
Shannon Sharpe knows that if that brother need me, I got him. You know what I'm saying?
That was actually really good.
That's his podcast voice.
Yeah,
that's his podcast voice.
Yeah, that's not the first.
That's not the first take voice. That's the deep cut. That's the podcast voice.
Right.
Do you see Shannon accepting that invite?
I do. I do see him accepting the invite, and I'm interested to see what it looks like.
You do see him accepting it?
I see him accepting the invite. Now, wait a second, though. I don't see it working for a multitude of reasons. Number one, I honestly think they're going to agree too much. Now, you can debate whether or not ESPN has possibly pushed the envelope when it comes to making sure personalities debate and whether or not personalities actually agreed with each other or not. That's a different conversation for a different day. However, I do think if we're talking about whether or not they're naturally going to disagree with each other, I think they're going to agree on too many subjects for it to be really intriguing and a really intriguing debate show. Now, that's not to say they're not going to bring the energy. That's not to say they won't have entertaining moments. I just think when it comes down to actual debate, they're going to agree too much, maybe for people's liking, and I think that could negatively affect the show. I think they think the same way when it comes to a lot of topics, ideals, and things of that nature. So I just think they're going to agree too much, and I think that's honestly going to hurt them.
I don't see Shannon even accepting that invite.
Really?
In the first place, because one, Shannon already has Club Shay Shay.
He does, which is very popular.
which is very popular. It just hit 1 million subscribers. As we know, that is a tall task, and that's some real money coming in.
He gonna get his YouTube plaque in the mail sooner rather than later.
He already got it in the mail.
Okay, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? And them checks coming in too.
Right.
You know, he got checks coming from a lot of places, but there's a lot of money coming from Club Shay Shay. So I don't see him, after having to put up with somebody who he obviously did not work out with for whatever reason, and Skip. I don't see him at this point, since he already has a large platform, why would he go and join forces with somebody else and gamble with a situation where he could have that same situation that he had with Skip, where, you know, it might not work out, that relationship, when he already has his own platform?
For a multitude of reasons. Number one, just
You
because
said
you got
multitude, so it better be a multitude.
Just because you got money don't mean you don't want more money.
No, but he's going to get money from Club Shay Shay.
Okay. Just because you made $1 don't mean you don't want $2?
No, he's going to be, if he's not doing Undisputed, that's more time that he can be on his own platform.
He's just fine. However much content he putting out right now on Club Shay Shay, he can continue to put that much content out. He's not missing no time from Club Shay Shay.
He's not missing no time, Dylan. He got to be on set and doing stuff on Undisputed. So if you didn't have your full-time job, you wouldn't have more time to do other things?
I mean, you would, but all I'm saying is, you just mentioned it. The money's coming in from Club Shay Shay. Why wouldn't he not if
he can invest more time in Club Shay Shay?
Okay, but he can also
money from Club Shay Shay.
But he can also get even more money from ESPN and still make that money from Club Shay Shay.
And this is why Shannon not gonna do that show with Steve.
All I'm saying is, if the money's right, money talks. You would not know that.
But what I'm saying is, Dylan, he can make more money from Club Shay Shay if it's like Pat McAfee.
And where did Pat McAfee just go?
But that's the Pat McAfee show that's on ESPN. He's not joining another show. Now, if ESPN wants to put Club Shay Shay on ESPN, that would be the same thing as them putting Pat McAfee on there. But they're not saying, hey, Pat McAfee, come do a show with Brian Windhorse. It's the Pat McAfee show on ESPN.
All I'm saying is, let's think about it this way.
You say you had a multitude of reasons. I'm waiting on the multitude.
Okay, well, I'll get to them right after this. Just to put a bow on the money conversation. If you could have a double cheeseburger instead of a single cheeseburger, if you got 2 patties instead of one, wouldn't you want to have 2 patties?
No, do another topic.
Okay. The point is that if you could double your money, he can do both. Why can't he do both? He was doing Undisputed and he was doing Club Shay Shay. Why would he not do First Take with Stephen A. and be on Club Shay Shay? I get you saying you could invest more time, but if that's not a problem to Shannon, then he's going to make it work. And again, if the money is talking right, if ESPN is handing out the right amount of dollars, he's going to find a way to do both. That's all I'm saying. Now, my other reasons to why I feel like he would accept the invitation, obviously him and Stephen A. are buddies, and I think that'll go into it. So I think there's an intrigue factor there for Shannon. I think he is curious to see how it worked, to see how it tried out. And then, again, even though people have, you could say, maybe been going away from ESPN, going to other platforms like on YouTube, Club Shay Shay, obviously a lot of these NFL, NBA players have their own podcasts. ESPN is still a huge, huge platform that I think Shannon Sharpe may want to be on. So there's that aspect of it. And then
that's 2.
The last thing.
You said a multitude. That's more than 3.
Okay, a multitude of few. What's the difference? Anywho, the last reason being that, again, I just feel like Shannon Sharpe really wants to he's got momentum right now. And when you have momentum, he's got the momentum on Club Shay Shay. His name is buzzing around right now after the breakup. I think he wants to keep his name in the news, keep his name rolling, and if he wants to do that, then he'll join forces with Stephen A. and at least try it out.
Now, that's one that I do agree with. The momentum, the name. You can't deny the eyeballs that's on First Take, the eyeballs that's on Stephen A. You should have led with that.
Well, you saved the best for last sometimes.
But when I'm saying the money, he spent, while he was doing Undisputed, he was building Club Shay Shay.
Correct.
Now Club Shay Shay is built to a level where it's big, it's huge, and if he spends more time investing into Club Shay Shay, which is his own thing, where he can do his own thing, be himself, be unfiltered, be uncensored, all the things that you can't fully be on ESPN, which is what, PG?
Something like PG-13, something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be fully unfiltered,
right.
fully yourself, fully your brand, which is something that the Pat McAfee fans didn't want Pat McAfee to go to ESPN for that reason, because they can't say the F word. They can't do certain things that they do on his show that makes his show his show.
Correct.
Exactly. So I'm saying Shannon Sharpe can be fully unfiltered on Club Shay Shay, fully himself, and not have to worry about all that other stuff. That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying again, the most important thing about this, if the money is right, that's where Shannon's gonna end up. If ESPN pings out the pocketbook and writes a check to Shannon Sharpe's liking, he's gonna end up on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith. And again, we just talked about momentum. If again he wants to keep building up Club Shay Shay, and if he wants to make Club Shay Shay even bigger, because yes, it's big now, yes, it's huge now, but you can always make something bigger. Why not turn a big snowball into an avalanche?
Ooh, you thought you ate with that.
Why you gotta do me like that? Why you gotta step
I'm
off
giving
my
you
joke
props.
like that?
I'm giving you, that was good.
You say, oh, he thought he ate with that.
You did eat. You thought right.
Okay, I appreciate that. Anywho, the point is that if he wants to continue his momentum, why wouldn't he join forces with Stephen A. Smith? Like you said, there's gonna be eyeballs on that. People are at least the first week numbers are gonna go crazy. Now, it's gonna be their job to keep them past that, but at least to start and then the build up to their first show, whenever that may be, if they do join forces, the build up is gonna be crazy. People are gonna be even more tuned in to Club Shay Shay. People are gonna be even more tuned in to First Take. The build up will be crazy, and that first week where they actually doing shows together would be crazy. So if he wants to continue that momentum, why not?
Okay, I agree with you there. It will be must-see TV. Just like HBC Game Day.
That's
right.
Must-see
TV.
All the time.
You agree?
I
agree with that?
We can agree on that.
Okay. But y'all, let us know what y'all think down below in the comments. 1, do you think that Shannon Sharpe will even accept this invite from Stephen A. Smith? 2, do you think the show will be successful? How long do y'all think the show would run? Let us know what y'all think down below. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. And until we talk to you guys next time, I am Symone Stanley from the ATL HBCU Game Day Studios.